Sagittarius, how you doing? We're not really going to do any channel messages apart from just one or two. For some strange reason, I'm hearing scabs or abs. Abigail, Abby, Abbott, scabs, or abs, or you're going to the gym and you seem to be working out quite a lot. I don't know what a scab is, or a scab, I don't know, or a scam. Some of you, like it's like a, I don't know, some sort of scam, scamming someone. They're saying scheming, scamming, scabbert, scabbert, a skillet, something to do with a fillet, a fish, something to do with a fish, scamming a fish, scamming a Pisces, or like scabbing, gabbing, someone's Gabby, the name Gabby, or like someone talks a lot, could be Taurus, but like talk. I don't know what the thing is around, is it on the phone, like a phone line or something like that, and someone's tapping someone's phone line or something? I don't know what that is about scamming though, that's quite a serious one, like a scam, like a scheme, scamming, they keep saying scamming. So I don't know who that is or what that's for. I was trying not to, something to do with Scorpio also for, like scamming or scheming or plotting or planning, some sort of planning. I keep saying play scheme. Play scheme was normally built for children in order to, like on holidays, they had a play scheme. So they keep saying a play scam though. Play scam. Play scam? Play scam. Askham House. Something to do with Askham House. So, well, Askham House here, it came up in another reading for someone. That's where they have elderly people. Elderly people? It's called Askham House. So some sort of scam. They're saying some sort of scam. I don't know if any of you work for elderly people or the like hospital or orderlies and outpatients, outpatients, scheming, plotting and scamming. Well, that's normally people that run these kind of businesses. But I don't know what that's for, like a play scheme or like I don't know. I'm going to leave the channeling for a little bit, Sagittarius, but that's kind of very quickly what I heard for a lot of you guys. I don't know what the scamming or plotting or scheming or a scab or ab or abs building up, like doing weights, lifting, weightlifting. That can also be abs, tummy tucks, all that kind of stuff. Or someone's looking for an actual tummy tuck, like in order to have like an operation. Because I am hearing like a lot of things around hospitals, orderlies and patients, and around like a tummy tuck. Someone that's having like Botox or something, or like, I don't know, having to go to hospital in order to have a physical operation of like having something removed or enlarged, or like, I don't know, a tummy tuck and like having some fat soaked out maybe, or like, I don't know, or like just physical diet, or I don't know, because I'm hearing references of around like, working out. But I don't know where the scamming bit is. Obviously, that's more of an important message than just the working out a tummy tuck and going to the hospital or working at a hospital. But what's the scamming bit about? That's scheme, like a scheme, like a... I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So the Six of Cups. So you're presently at home with kids, family, you're in a relationship and everything's happy. So the channel messages, I've got no idea what they are, what the scamming bit is. But yeah, something to do with, well, you're happy, you're in a relationship, you probably just reconciled it. If not, you've been with this person forever. You've got kids with this person, you've got children with these people, and you're just extremely happy in the circumstance that you're in at the moment. I'm also hearing a lot of like friend references as well, like pulling the family together, like let's bring the family in. Okay, I'm hearing let's bring the family in on it. Like you've got a big family and you bring family in on this. Like, do you want in on it? Do you want in on the family? I don't know if there's a family meeting, like people sit round the table in order to like, because I'm hearing Knights of the Round Table or Knights in White Satin, right? Of like, we've got to pull everybody in around the table and make peace, like have food, like, because I'm hearing food references of family, like we sit round the table and eat food, or dinner, or tea, or the name T, Tiana, or Tatiana, or T, or Rexon, but Yeah, it's probably you, right? You as a Capricorn, right? But from Russia, but also from America, right? But was a Russian American. But Tatiana, I'm also hearing Tatiana. But anybody else could be also called Tatiana. But I'm hearing Six of Cups, so family, feeling loved, to be loved. Oh, what a feeling to be loved. Some of you have just watched Coming to America too, and you're like, hey, I'm very happy to be here. It's like, yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you're here too. So somebody could have just turned up at the family at some point. You're like, oh no, I'm so happy to be here. Sorry, Sagittarius. I really am kind of hearing the Coming to America references though. Like, I'm very, very happy to be here. My name is King Joffrey Jovar. I is the ruler of Zamunda. So, I don't know, Zoolander. I'm also hearing Zoolander as well. Anybody watching Zoolander? But like, Zoolander, like Sue, the name Sue. Alright, Sue, how you doing? But like, I keep hearing like a company is being sued. Like, I'm going to sue a company, I'm going to take on a company. Something like that. Or the company that you work for is being sued. What was that? Sorry, as I look back, I kind of see this light. Something to do with, I don't know what that's for, like Sulin or like a food, like restaurant or that kind of thing, and it's fish. It's fish. It's a fish. It's a fish. Pisces, or a fish and chip shop or something. Let's see. Restaurant. I'm hearing restaurant. Sagittarius. 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 Wow. Yeah, so you are. I just feel like a lot of family references for your... I mean, these are weeklies. Okay, weeklies. Once I've done these, I'm going to do a bi-weekly as well. Okay, but I'm definitely hearing like... I hear the name Weekly. Weekly or Wakefield, something to do with Wakefield, someone up north, but Wakefield or the name Fields or something like that, or F, anything beginning with Steph, also hearing Steph. But yeah, or someone that's deaf. Like what? Some people like just shout over each other. It's probably because you've got a big family here. But anyway, you're in a relationship here. You've more than likely got kids and children. You're very happy. You're happy as you are. Come as you are. Kurt Cobain. Come as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend. You see, there's friends here, like friends and family. Oh, what the fuck? Really? Why have you got the Nine of Wands? Why have you got the Nine of Wands? When I first come on this camera, or Cameron, the name Cameron, or Chamomile, or Carmel, I'm also hearing Mel or Carmel. But you got Virgo references, probably Virgo or life path number 9, or probably Leo energies. But before I came on, I felt this like afraid energy, like I was, because I nearly said afraid and then I just thought no, like afraid not, like a Pisces energy, afraid so, afraid not, I'm afraid, like I'm afraid to say something, like I don't know how to tell you. Because this energy is going on at home. This is at home for a lot of you. Like I said, it's either you actually discovered somebody's somebody's placements. One of them was Sagittarius. So, like I said, this could be happening at home, families, like, you know, because everybody, when they watch tarot, as soon as this comes out, you say narcissism, gaslighting, control, like fear, being, you know, being paranoid, or like caution. This is a cautious card. It means caution, right? So it's like over jealous or over zealous. So, you know those kind of energies. And well, I mean, whichever way it is, this could be happening to a mother or a child or grandparents or whatever it is. But it's a controlled environment of the Six of Cups, which means that you could be indicative with anybody in your life realizing that you and the person at the same time are all dealing with family, like families out of control. And even if you're not aware of it, it's here, right? It's here. Because it's I'm worried about what my mother's going to think. I'm worried about what my father's going to think. I'm worried about what my partner's going to think if I have secrets and lies. But again, it's gaslighting. It's like the possibility of not realizing, well, a lot of you possibly do here. because this is, I'm afraid to like be around you. Like I don't want to be around you. Like I'm worried about what you're going to do and what you're going to say. Like yeah, but I can't let you out of my sight. Like I can't, like I don't fully trust you, or I can't let you out of my sight. Like there could be a Six of Cups here in a family, and they're like, you know, very curious of looking at like this child looking at what's going on here. Like, hello, what's going on here? And they're like a copper or a policeman. But like tracking someone's every movement of like, well, I'm afraid what you're going to do when you're not around me. What is it that you're doing when I'm not, you know, like a mum, like, oh no, I can't let go of my children. I can't let go of my children. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, you know, I'm worried about them, you know, those kind of things. So it could be an individual thing that this person's going through themselves, of where their family have turned against this person in order to say, yeah, but you're in a controlling relationship. Why are you with them then? Well, it's a lesson that this person needs to go through, right? So one's family here is going against the grain of probably being happy and having kids and children, but then growing up having kids and children, that realizing that when they have relationships, they can quite easily get into a controlling relationship, and you try to save them, but they have to save themselves. They have to realize this themselves, right? Because I am picking up these big references of what's going on around you at the Six of Cups here, right? And that this is either your relationship, because Taurus, funnily enough, Taurus had, and other energies, had this like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It's like, and the message was overall of some kind of like, well, why don't you take a look at your own relationship then? You know, and then when you do and you think, oh, actually a minute, hold on a second, let me take a look at my own relationships. Right. Let me have a look at my past relationship with my ex that I had kids and children with. Let me take a look at the relationship that I have with my mother. Let me take a relationship that I have with my friends. Do I do that same kind of thing? Right. And that seems to be an underlining message for you guys that is here through this card of like group activity. Right. Group activity. The only way that you ever learn is by being a spectator, right? I always call this one of my Virgo, spectator in a dark room, right? So it can mean isolation, right? Isolation. And it can mean that when families starting to get a little bit tetchy about trying to, you know, have a lot of care for a person that is being controlled, we try to stop it and we get dragged into it. And then the further that they drift away from us, not telling us everything, then we kind of think, well, why are you not telling me about your relationship? Why are you hiding secrets? You know, why are you not prepared to tell me what I want to know about your relationship? And the more you force a person to open up, and the more they close down, they would, because they want to be in control of their own destiny. Of course they do, because they are, right? Every individual in life is in control of their own destiny, regardless of whether you believe it or not, right? So when you have these, okay, well, I don't want my daughter to get hurt. I don't want my daughter to see them. I don't want my husband to... My husband? What? I don't want my husband to go? Really? It might be your husband. But again, you see, it's like, well, take a look at your husband. Take a look at your ex. You know, take a look at what happened with dad, is what I'm hearing. Like, take a look at what happened with dad. You know, this could be the ex-father or the ex-mother. Because I am picking up like a steptoe and son, right? The reference of a TV show, Steptoe and Son. So to me that tells me stepmother, stepfather, evil stepmother, evil stepfather, right? So you've kind of got this where there are large families involved here, is really a message what I'm picking up. And everybody's kind of saying, well, look, you know, we want to know about what's going on in your relationship. And they're like, yeah, but just don't keep interfering with me. Like, I don't want to tell you. Like, if I'm going through something, then I am. If I made a decision to get back with a person, I did. I don't want you telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing with my own life. I don't need your input that way. And then you form a trine of what goes on karmically with families. And this is where a lot of your lessons are learned. Because you learn more by your groups of people within Six of Cups, of where everybody has a moment of reflection of like, well, actually, you know, when I look back into my past relationship, I realised that I was controlled with my ex. And the last thing that I want to happen is that when my daughter or son gets involved with their relationship, the same thing happens with them as it does me. So I think that I have to save them from making a big mistake. When you do, you physically push people away because they don't want to listen, because they can't. Their experience within oneself teaches them Well, I have feelings, I have emotions, I have feelings that have to be, I have to have boundaries in life, and if I don't, I ain't going to learn unless I do it, right? So you don't have no option with what goes on in people's lives. You don't really have free will. Everybody thinks that they do, and you do yourself, but you soon realise, shit, that was a mistake. And if time doesn't exist, then you make an option and you take it, but then soon realise, damn, I've done that again, the same thing, the same cycle, the same person. That was a mistake. I have to pretty much now take a new option in life, either reconcile with the person, hate them for a few months and then get back with them, or like completely get them out of my life but still think about them. I still can't get rid of it, even though I think that an option is there for me to take of illusion, but then really all I do is because there isn't past, present or future, then really all I realise is that I'm always have an option with my life of what to do with it, right? So mind your own business, let me get on with mine, you take your way, I take mine, I have my opinion, you have your opinion. So when you look at an energy of like option and choice, if you have destiny of what everybody decides to do for themselves and it's like written for everybody to learn it, then where's your free will? But I mean, that's my opinion of it, is that we believe that we have free will and we think that we do, right? We think that we do, but we are guided by Saturn and karma and God knows what else, and Pluto and Jupiter, and like how we feel and how we feel daily and our energy levels and the food that we consume and the people that we talk to and the people that we meet, right? It's all destiny. Yeah, but I had a twin flame at once. Or did you mean to have that? No. Did you mean to meet the person? No, they just come out of nowhere. I suddenly just met someone. I believe in destiny, but I believe in free will. You can't believe in both, free will or destiny. They're two different things in my opinion. Because we have a lot of blame as people. Yeah, well, you made that same mistake. Yeah, well, if you look at the mistake that you made with Dad, you gave birth to me, blah, 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 Why did you do that? Well, I did, because it was written. Because I went to school with the person, because I met them in the wherever, So where was your free will then? But anyway, generally, when you go back to this, there's an energy that somebody could well be experience control and narcissism in a family group and or relationship itself within the Six of Cups, right? Because the only way that you learn about control and environment is being in it, When you look at sociopath energies and when you look at control, you can see a lot of those similarities in everybody, right? In everybody, you can see those kind of similarities of that, right? Because we all like to take control of our own life. So you can look at a person and think you're definitely a controlling person, but then when you look at yourself, how you interact with another person, because of feminine, masculine energy, right? You can be say a masculine person to another person that's the feminine, right? If you get into a trine of people, this feminine person can be a masculine person to a feminine person, right? That's why you get the chasing and running and the ascending, is that you can look at an individual as your masculine person, right? But when they focus on another, they could be the person that is the feminine to a masculine, right? And then you can have a feminine approach to another person, right? So, the jargon of twin flame and masculine and feminine energies, if they're the divine feminine, they're the divine masculine. No, it's just people. It's like Jim Morrison said, people are strange, and they are, right? They have to be. Something to do with B. I'm also hearing B, the name B. But let's see. Let's see, yeah. Something to do with kids or children, or the fear of being watched by a person, or the fact that there's some sort of reconciliation here of friends, like realising that friends will be friends when you need and love to give me care and attention. So you could have like a friend at the moment that's needing your attention of something that's going on with them around their relationship. Or you could have a son or a daughter. Like I said, this could be your son or daughter that's going through something with another person that they feel they need to hide and not talk about. Because this is not talking, whichever way you look at it. And if your kids and your children are not talking to you about what's going on with them here, it's because they don't want interfering with. They want to go through it themselves, right? Because I did kind of pick up this scenario of children being around you, and everybody will look at this and say, yeah, they're spying on my their social media and everything else. No, to me, this is a simple, straight message that someone has a child, of someone that's in a relationship that's going through something, and somebody's trying to stop them from making a mistake. Right. So if this is also like your relationship here, that's what I said. This person could turn around and say to you, if you keep interfering with them, and say, well, take a look at your own relationship then. You know, and then you'll get into a complete dilemma and argument there, because a sociopath or whatever will say, who do you think you're talking to, young lady? Who do you think you are? You know, well, take a look at yourself. Oh, really? Oh, what? Well, I gave birth to you. I blah, 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 blah. You could get into a right dilemma here with these people, right? So, yeah. But I'm also picking up friends will be friends. Like, you've got a friend that could be a sociopath, right? Could be a psychopath. I mean, you know, the better the devil you know is when you learn about that in an environment. You know, you have to be in that, because, you know, it's kind of like you can't avoid people your whole life, right? You can't be an introvert your whole life. You soon have to start like interacting with people. And the only way that you know about sociopaths or narcissism or control is by the physical experience that it teaches you, right? Because it teaches you boundaries. But when you look at a sociopath and when you look at a narcissist, they have boundaries because they have a masculine side to them, right? So if you look at their chart, they'll have a number that tells them how masculine they are or how feminine you are, right? So when you look at approaches like that, you'll look at a possible person that the only way that you understand who you really are and who others are is by physically going through it. You can't avoid energies your whole life because it's there for an experience of your karma of what you have to pay back to people, right? So, you know, you either decide to be an introvert your whole life and just completely ignore everybody that possibly ever comes up in your life and never go out, or you actually go into society and realise, shit, there are a lot of people around in life that have a difference of opinion. But the only way that I can truly learn my experience is by experiencing it, right? So you've kind of got this tit for tat energy here, that where someone might be wanting to try and save their kids or children from making a mistake of something that is going on in their relationship. And normally you find that out when people start talking. Yeah, but we split up. Oh, really? What, you back with them again? Oh, yeah, but we split up and we're trying to get... It's like, oh, so I told you before not to go back, didn't I? I told you that if you break up and you split up, I told you not to get back with them, but you didn't listen to me, did you? I told you not to do that. Yeah, but I feel like I really, you know... And then you get like, well, why did you do it? I can't believe they did it. And then people in Six of Cups and families start saying, oh yeah, you know what, I can't believe they're up there, you know, I can't stand them. And I told you, you know, don't go back with them, but you do, don't you? And then you're like, yeah, of course I do, because I have my own mind, I have my own life. If I make a mistake, then the only way I'm going to learn by it is to keep doing it, right? So you get people here that like whisper in families and in group settings of like, listen, have you heard about what's going on with blah blah blah? And then you reach out to a friend, you're like, oh yeah, God mate, they're back together again, aren't they? It's like, I can't believe, I'm sure they're talking, you know, with one another. And I told them not to go and do that, but they didn't listen to me. They just went ahead and done exactly what they wanted with their own life. Perfect example. Take a look at your own, right? Take a look at your own relationships. And I don't just mean with your exes and with your others, I mean look at the true relationship with your kids and with your ex and with the people that you have arguments with. Take a look at that, right? And if you can prepare to take a look and take a seat, Sagittarius, right? If you can prepare to take a seat and take a look at yourself and think, you know what? You know, I have quite a few of those problems with my life, really. So that's the only way that I can really understand what they want, is really just letting them just do what they want. Right, releasing control to let people make a mistake if they want to, right? If they want to, because they're going to do it regardless. And the more that you force this situation, the more that they'll force themselves to not listen to what you say, to do it more, and you'll get into more of an argument with them by interfering with them than other than just letting them do what they want. Kids, that's the trouble with being it's trouble with being kids, right, kids? But like, that's the trouble with being parents, is that you think you're a parent. Right, you think you're a parent. A human will think that they're my kids, they're my children, right? So I'm going to be looking after them. I'm going to be doing exactly as I want them to be. I'm trying to mould them into the best, give them the best of everything that I want them to be. But don't they have destiny? Don't they have a soul? Don't they have to have learned boundaries? Don't they have to learn that the hard way by learning mistakes the way you did with your relationships and the people that you got indignant with? Don't they have to learn that? Right? So you get more of a lesson through your soul groups of people here within the 6 of introvertedly looking through a window of what it's truly like to be in those circumstances when you were in it. And if your opinion is, well, I need to stop them from making that mistake, then you can continue to do that, but you'll push this person further away from you, okay? Because they'll distance themselves from you. Now, if this is your relationship itself, because I think that you've got kids and children here, and you're really looking at this reading as if to say, look at them. But really what you need to do is look at your own here, right? You need to look at your own. Because someone could be looking at 2 people. It's possible, I'm not saying it is, but it is possible. Because you could have more than 1, 2 kids, children here, right? These could be clients and people as well. Curiosity killed the cat is normally what I say. But, you know, don't try to figure out a narcissist either. You know, don't try to figure them out. They just are, right? They just are. So don't try to give it too much thought about what's going on with people, right? What other messages do I see here presently for you? If you're, I mean, like I said, I think that a lot of you are possibly in relationships here where you see each other as controlling at times. You know, you see each other as controlling at times. Trying to control each other's emotions and feelings. A lot of you also, you're trying to be a friend to a person that's also going through something very controlling as well, for a lot of you, like a physical friend here. If it isn't, it's more of a son and daughter type sort of thing. But some of you are married to this person, right? Some of you are married to somebody where you find each other very, very, at times, very irritating, very irritating at times. Okay. So that's your reading so far, Sagittarius. Yeah, so we're gonna go over to the other side. This is an ongoing weekly message. They just keep getting put out. I'm also hearing, am I putting you out? Am I putting you out? Am I putting you out? I'm worried about contacting you. Am I putting you out? Am I putting you out? Am I putting you out? Oh dear, the message seems to be changing, Sagittarius. But we're going to go over to the other side. This only goes to the full access bundle. More cards clarified, and then we're going to look into the next move that is made towards you. So if that is like friends, work, money, career, clients, love, interest, narcissism, control, arguments, they'll be the next moves that come towards you, because this one is a general tarot card reading of possibilities of things that are going to happen within this week or 2 weeks. It's just a time kind of like having a difference of opinion against things, but I'm trying something different. Weekly messages, just more of them, okay? And then each time we do another reading, which is going to be what's coming towards you, next time I will change that and say, let's have a look at the other person, or let's have a look at how they think, how they feel about the situation, blah, blah. So there's loads of different stuff over there if you want to join, but it's only on the full access bundle, this one, okay? Alright, Sagittarius, thanks very much guys, and I'll see you soon.